So since we don't have a sound system set up, and it looks like the camera is over there, we will probably, if you guys want to move over to this side, just because since we have a roughly small group, that way we don't have to worry about trying to hunt down a mic or something like that.
Alright, come on.
Yeah, there was 4 mics in here and they took all of them out.
I know!
I think they're in the back, actually.
Well, they said they were taking on the main stage or something.
I think it was Variety Show, I think.
Yeah, Variety Show's over on second stage.
Yeah.
Second, they said they were.
It's alright, campfire session.
I'm not playing campfire song.
I'm not. Campfire session sounds the campfire songs.
Campfire pastry.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a fireside. If I happen to, I could throw something unique out at some point. People would be like, "Oh, he doesn't do that at live shows."
Anything you do is fine.
Oh.
I know it will be.
That works. We're right on time, actually.
I almost made a really bad joke and then I stopped myself.
I want to know it now.
I have my camera and I was getting ready to go, oh, should I turn the flash on? Oh, wait, never mind, he's blind.
I've just got the best sunglasses. That's all. It's cool.
You're becoming too much like Huggy.
Yeah, I know.
If you wanted to say any kind of those kinds of jokes, they're always welcomed.
Oh yeah.
I know, but I still feel bad about it, damn it.
Eventually, people won't feel bad. Eventually. Well.
Bad the way it is.
Well, we have a small group here, and that works out just fine for this. This kind of makes this an acoustic session since the rest of my band could not make it out to MFF. So this actually works out pretty well. So for those of you who don't know me, I don't know, I think most of you probably know who I am, but I'm Citrine the Blind Husky, and I've been in the fandom for about 5 years, started doing music, taking it seriously and writing about 2 years ago, and since then have released 4 albums. So blame Fox and Pepper if there's something you don't like. They kept pulling me up on stage repeatedly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the songs that I've noticed over the past 10 or 15 conventions that you guys seem to like the most from each of the albums. And then I'm debuting 1 or 2 songs here from my new Christmas album. And all of my music, I'll just plug it once, all my music is available $10 per CD in the dealer's den at Fox and Pepper's table, and they'll be there until closing tomorrow, and 50% of all the proceeds of the CDs that get sold this weekend does go to the charity, because it's one of the things that I'm doing. There's a lot of us this year that are trying to get the charity to 100K because we were only about 8,000 short last year, so we're trying to hit a 6-digit figure this year. But anyway, so I'm going to play completely stripped acoustic versions of, like I said, of songs from my first 4 albums, all originals. And back here we have Blue Nose Reindeer. So he is normally my drummer, and he still is. It's just the drums are compressed slightly. They're in a little box this time. So this first song here off my first album is called Dance. Shine. I knew that was going to happen. My roommate likes it cold, so my guitar does not like that because it went through the, to put it bluntly, it went through the hell bridge. It went through the warm part of the bridge. There we go. So this next song is on the same album. It's on my first album, and this one I wrote for my fiance, so she blushes every time that I sing it, but she's not here, so she'll be okay this time. I'll just tell her about it later. But this one is called I Love You. Some things in life I can't explain, like why I'm drawn to your embrace, and you put the smile there on my face. Oh, there's just some things that can't be explained, but I love you, I love you. Oh, babe, I hope you know that I love you. Got this feeling in my heart and I don't know what to do. Oh, but baby, baby, I love you. Some things disappear with time. They get erased from our mind. Oh, baby, not you and I. 'Cause we'll hold on to each other as this life passes by. Because I love you, I love you. Babe, I hope you know that I love you. Got this feeling in my heart and I don't know what to do. Oh, but baby, baby, I love you. Hey! And someday when we both are gone and our souls have moved on, our love will still be going strong. 'Cause we'll live on forever in the words of this song, so the world knows that I love you. Oh, I love you. Oh, baby, now you know that I love you. Got this big heart full of love, and it's all for you, baby. I love you. Oh, baby, now you know that I love you. So this next song here is along the same vein, and this one is called Hell of a View. There we go. This thing's gonna warm up eventually, guys, I promise. There we go. Been to New York City, I've seen the Colorado peaks and been to the Grand Canyon. much, guys. So, we're going to do this song. It's off my first album as well, and then we'll move on to the second one, and we might come back to the first one for the final song. I don't know. But this song is definitely more country-esque, and it's called $1 a Day. $1's just $1, that's what my father always said. But $1's what you make it when you got it in your hand. Just a piece of paper with a number on the side. Won't buy you peace or happiness or keep you warm at night. But I know, you can bet I know, if you give me $1 a day, as long as I've got enough to get by, there's not a thing I'd ever change. As long as I've got a place to lay my head and a home I'll never trade, give me $1 a day. What my old man's been told me. But as long as you got love, that's all you'll ever need. Money only complicates, only leads to lust and greed. If you want what really matters, what you really need, yeah, I know. He knows I know. Thanks so much, guys. I hope that you can actually hear me back there a little bit. I'm doing the best I can without a mic. I'm not quite alkali, but I try.
I don't think anybody could have been alkali.
No. So we're going to move on to the second album. This is the title track of the second album. It's called "A Storm's Rolling In." I can hear the thunder roll and feel the cold wind as it blows. The taste of your kiss there on my lips. Sweet aroma of summer rain and the light slow it down a little bit with another one of the tracks off the second album. This one's a little more philosophical, but this one is called If I Die Tomorrow. Back to the second album here in a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the third album for a few minutes. So this album was released to Furry, so it's fairly new. So unless you were at Furry, you might not have heard these songs, but I'll give you a little preview of a few of them. This first one is called Back Road Baby. So again, it's definitely very country-esque, but that tends to be my style a little bit. So we're going to give this a try. We could be stuck out here all day behind all these semis. So, hey baby, why don't I take an exit and leave alone? Come on, let's just turn on. Then lost all on our own. Down some back road, down a back road, real slow. You know you drive me crazy. Yeah, you drive me crazy. Roll the windows down, 10 miles out of town. Nobody else around but me and my back road baby. Oh, my back road baby. You got the keys to my heart, to the moon and a million stars. Find us a place to park. We'll drive the week gets dark. You get out and take my hand. We'll just turn around your man. I'll love you the way only I can. It's like the Gilmore plan down that road, real slow. And you know you drive me crazy. Oh, you drive me crazy. You roll the windows down, 10 miles out of town. Nobody else around but me and my back road baby. Oh, my back road baby. Hey, hey. You're my back road baby. Hey, hey. Come morning light on me, taking you home, but come tomorrow night on me. Hold you close down the back road, real slow. You know you drive me crazy. Yeah, you drive me crazy. You roll the windows down, 10 miles out of town. Nobody else around but me and my back road baby. Oh, my back road baby. Me and my back road baby. Oh, my back road baby. Yeah. You're my back road baby. Hey. This next song off the third album is called Missing You, and it's similar to Hell of a View, basically saying that life isn't really worth it. You can do anything you want, but if you don't have that one that you love, then life's not really the same. Our love's incredible, downright exceptional. That's because I know just why. Our love's so practical, downright have a few songs here that are more furry oriented, and I like to save these for the end of the show because it makes the last third of my show kind of interesting to the furry fandom, because I do music inside and outside the furry fandom, but I found that it's a lot of fun writing stuff that is not in the mainstream. It's a lot of fun writing about furries. It gives a lot to write about, and it's a lot of fun. So I do have 4 songs that I want to do. The first one is actually off of my Christmas album, so this will kind of be fun. Don't let the title mislead you. I promise it's not 18 plus or anything, but it's called Murray Christmas because I couldn't think of anything more clever than that. So, but it's basically tying Christmas into MFF, so I just kind of had fun writing it, and apparently some people like it. And I can only play it certain times of the year, so it works. It's that time of year again, hanging out with all my friends. Chicago and Midwest for the best, can't wait to see you there. Our commissions fill the room, badges, rap sheets, and lanyards too. Beers and tails and full fursuits, I can't wait to see you here. So take it from us, there's nothing that's better than this to help make you say Merry Christmas. Live from the menagerie, waves below freezing today. Otherwise we'll melt away, let the good times abound. Laughing till the sun goes down, party till it comes back around. This is the fandom I'm glad I found, let the good times abound. Oh, take it from us, there's nothing that's better than this to help make this summer Christmas. It's time to say goodbye before we return to normal life. Let's raise money, make the charity cry, because that's what we do. Safe travels to you. I can't wait to see you soon. Maybe in the spring and ever too. I love you. I love you. I So this one, I always dread singing it because I have to kind of push through it. And the song was originally written, or at least thought up, about 2 years ago for Twidget, and then we lost Dog Bomb, and that inspired me to pick it up and finish it. And then it became even harder because then the last time I performed it, I found out that Christopher, someone who was from my own state, had passed away in the fandom. So this song keeps carrying heavier and heavier weight with time. But this song is dedicated to those that we've lost in the fandom, and it's called Rest in Peace. One that meant the most, the Chicago toast. So here's to you, here's to me, forever friends will always be. I'll hold on to your memories. Oh, here's to you, rest in peace. As I down the shore in my hand, I realize how blessed I am to have ever known you at all, and to cherish you before last call. So here's to you, here's to me, forever friends will always be. I'll hold on to your memories. Oh, here's to you, rest in peace. Here's to you, my friend, rest in peace. So I have two more songs for you, and both of these are upbeat and they're furry. This one that I'm going to play for you right now is off my third album, In My Mind, and I decided to close the album out with it because I just thought it was a lot of fun. I've written a few furry songs, and this one I wanted to push it back a few albums, but I just kind of thought that it had its place on the album right now. So this one is called Friends Forever. Years ago when my first con, I was sitting all alone, 'cause I didn't know nobody. So first there
time, actually.
Oh, how much time do we have?
We got 13 minutes left.
Oh, 13 minutes?
747?
Well, then, fine, I'm going to have fun.
But you always have fun.
Well, okay, you got me. So, I normally don't have time to do all the songs that I want to. Normally, I do all original songs now that I have a few albums out. But since we have about 13 minutes, that means I have time for roughly, we'll call it 2 songs. So, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 songs. Neither of them are mine, but I'm sure you guys might know them. And then I'll do my final song, which if you've been to my concert before, you know what it is. So we'll do 3 more songs for you. So this first one, a lot of you probably know, even if you weren't born in the 80s, because I wasn't. But some songs transit time, and this is one of my favorite songs. It's by Journey. It's called Don't Stop Believin'. one of my favorite songs that's by a furry artist that's not me. So, as I've said, Fox and Pepper are really close friends of mine, and they have a beautiful song that pretty much sums up how they feel about the furry fandom and how they feel about conventions. So, I've taken my crack at it a few times, and it's just a beautiful song, but it's called See You Next Year. Funny how connections you make from a distance change dramatically when you're meeting face to face. But every once in a while you find yourself inside a situation where you don't know who to blame. Could be the excitement in the lobby. Now, on that note, I do hope that I see you guys next year. Thank you so much for coming out. I do have one more song for you, and like Fox and Pepper have their ode to you guys, this is my ode to you, because we'll always be friends forever. So this song is dedicated to you. It's called Forever. So guys, I hate to run. If you want to say hi to me, then follow me over to the variety show. They have me.
Actually, I'm taking him through a secret way.
So,
you can walk
so
around.
Go around
Yeah, we're coming up. Follow me, Steve. Okay, there we go.
I'll come back and get my case, Blue Nose, okay?
All right.
Silver Gatoman, he bought me a coffee. Silver Gatoman, here is the song for thee. He likes to video all the panels at the cons. You should go and watch them whether they are short or long. Silver Gatoman, you video that's not a jibe. All of you go to his YouTube channel and like and subscribe.